Book Lover 1972 here, also known as Brian, of course. And this is a very sudden video that I'm doing. It's kind of it's a sad video, and yet it's a celebration of somebody's life. The person I'm referring to, as you see in the title, is Neil Peart. He was the drummer for Rush. He was also their lyricist. It, you know, I've I've wanted to play music for a while in my life, and like when I was a kid, um, I wanted to play electric guitar. I for maybe a few years or so when I was a kid, I wanted to play it, and maybe it was expensive at the time to buy electric guitar, like in the early '80s, and I took drum lessons and I quickly abandoned it because I really wanted to do the guitar, play guitar. So I reached my 40s, and a few years back, I bought some guitars. I bought a Fender Bullet Stratocaster. I bought an Epiphone Les Paul, and I bought a MIDI keyboard. And how this ties into drums is basically I'm very much a newbie towards the musical scene, but I've been subscribing to music channels on YouTube and learning little things, about learning how to tune the guitar, um, you know, what the tempo being the speed of the music. But anyways, so I've been using this program called GarageBand on my Mac, and you never know how significant the drums are until, like, even though I don't really play the drums, I've done GarageBand songs either with already arranged music, that comes from the computer, like loops, like little riffs, or my own guitar playing, which is very experimental at this stage, which I've been doing for a few years. But on some of my songs, I've been adding drums, and when you add drums to a song, you can really make it, flavor it up and make it something that wasn't before. So I mean, but the thing about Neil Peart is his drumming was absolutely fantastic. There are very few drummers that have ever been like that, and it's a tragedy, because first we lost Keith Moon of The Who, and John Bonham of Led Zeppelin, and John Bonham's idol was Keith Moon, and then we have Neil Peart, and these drummers. I mean, there are good drummers out there, yes, but I mean, like, these guys brought the drums to another level. I mean, and if you look at Neil Peart's drum setup, like in his like in the latest Rush concerts, if you watch them online, he has an insane amount of drums, all around him, like in a 360. And not just that, percussion, like xylophone and chimes and gong and all this stuff, and if you're not acquainted with the Rush, I even if you don't like him, I don't know. I'd encourage you to watch just a few of their videos just to see how incredible a drummer he is. I'd recommend like Tom Sawyer. Just look up Tom Sawyer on YouTube and look at him drum. It's unbelievable what he can do with drums. And then also he was the lyricist for Rush, and it's amazing. His lyrics are very very profound. He's a very literate guy. Read lots of books, I think, and you can see how intricate the lyrics are. I like the lyrics to Tom Sawyer a lot. If you listen to the lyrics, but he did some other great Rush songs. Limelight, Xanadu is a pretty interesting song. Um, 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 Closer to the Heart, from Farewell to Kings. Um, but I haven't always done videos on people passing away. Like I wanted to do one on Rick Ocasek of the Cars, but at the time when he passed away, I was just starting to really get into the Cars, and I'm really getting into the Cars. But Rush I've been into for quite some time, and yeah, he was just a fantastic drummer, and he brought even. I'm not putting down Geddy Lee or Alex Lifeson. They're pretty great bass. Geddy Lee's a pretty good bass player, and he's a good vocalist. And Alex Lifeson is a pretty good guitar player. And if you put all three of those guys together, you get something magical uh, with music. Uh, so what I would say in this video is just to check out some Rush videos, just to hear his level of, would the right word be proficiency? I mean, he's just incredible. Just check out just check out Tom Sawyer. That's an incredible piece of music. Just check out them playing in the studio, and you will see like how incredible a good drummer he was and what he brought to the band. And a drummer can take what the bass player and the guitarist and bring it to even another level and really bring something more. And that's what like Neil Peart did with Rush. So that's all I'm going to say right now. And I feel very sorry for his family. I have no idea if Alex Lifeson or Geddy Lee is watching this video, but if you are, I'm really sorry that your bandmate has died. But yeah, so anyways, thanks for watching, and rest in peace, Neil Peart.